just something to remember. When you embark upon the spiritual path and you know that you have committed and dedicated time and effort and you're consistent, for you to face obstacles in life and for random things to pop up and cause a challenge, that's a blessing. That's something to be grateful about. Because here's the thing, the universe as we know it is a reflective, repetitive device. It reflects over and over and over infinitely. So for you to face problems, difficulties, and issues and complicated people and complicated situations, that's a blessing. And here's why. Because as you do the spiritual work, no matter what path you're on, if you're seriously on the path, what should begin to happen is a balancing within, a balancing of the mind, a balancing of the emotions, a balancing of the body. You start to become a person who has a perspective that's very solid and very sound. So what that means is, as you begin to clear yourself out of the imbalances and structure yourself with a solid foundation, that doesn't mean that unsolved equations don't still exist. They do. But here's the good part. They just don't exist within you. So what happens is, instead of having to face the karma that you're due to face, or having to come to terms with the effects that you've caused at some point in the past, instead of them manifesting through you as an individual personality, they begin to manifest in your environment. Here's why it's a good sign. Because you as an individual has become so healed and balanced. The manifestation of discord can only manifest externally. Now, if we're talking about existence as consciousness and matter, what that means is you've identified yourself with consciousness, and it is matter that must be put into balance. That's the biggest shift of the game. That's the biggest shift of the game. Because everyone has unfinished equations to deal with. That's what's karma. That's what's cause and effect. That's the events and the actions and the thoughts of your past that are currently manifesting and will manifest in the future. That's unbreakable. It can't stop. That's the law of existence. That's why matter in existence is what it is. But as far as your part is concerned, every spiritual practice should lead us to identifying with consciousness. And within consciousness, there is no change. There is no problem. There is no difficulty. There's no obstacle. In other words, if you're experiencing obstacles, problems, and difficulty, that's more of an identification with matter. But as I said, when you continue on these spiritual journeys, spiritual paths, doing these practices, you'll start to find that your life balances out. Your mental environment, your emotional environment, your physical environment, all these different aspects of reality begin to balance out. And you'll notice that doesn't mean life becomes easy. That just means that the difficulties, instead of manifesting within you, they're manifesting within the environment. So count that as a blessing.